Good morning, fellow traders. Bubble Hitter. It's time for the Good Morning Market Prep for Friday, March 6th, 2020. I hope everybody had a great night last night. So, looking forward to another exciting day today as the week comes to an end. Let's see what kind of shenanigans they have in store for today. So, as we fight this high volatility, or at least try to ride the waves of it. So, this is brought to you by Positive Trends Research, and everything we're going to talk about is for educational purposes only, not investment advice. So, please take a moment to review this disclaimer. Awesome. All right, let's take a look and see where we left off in the market yesterday. So, still an inside month right now. Remember last month, last February, big red month, but we did bounce off the mid Bollinger Band weekly chart. This is the really key one to see where we close today, right? Because that's going to affect where this weekly candle closes. Right now, we are below, with an upper shadow below the 30 weekly moving average, which is very, very key moving average for the weekly chart. So if we close below that, oftentimes that does suggest a change in composure, right? We can see this very, very similar inside candle here with an upper shadow happen. We had a big down week the next week, retest it again, down again, retest it again. See ya. That was the December 2018 lows right before the Christmas reversal. Bring it up to where we got to all-time highs just here, which was coincidentally, or not so coincidentally, off an upper shadow red candle week right before the big move down. So these are always things that we want to keep an eye on. Okay, that being said, let's see where we're at with the daily chart. So daily chart, 2 days ago, we rallied up and hit the upward trend line, the macro upward trend line that we broke down below with this big red upper shadow candle right here. Gave us a big low to the October 2019 lows and gave a bounce up to it again as a retest. Now we are down here. We're going to take a look at the futures in a minute. And let's see if it continues down or if we retest it again and then work our way down. So there's a couple scenarios right here, so which we will be keeping an eye on. All right, let's take a look at the SPY and then we'll take a look at the futures. Okay, so the SPY very, very similar here, right? We had this inside day here, which did creep above its upward trend line, but then came back down with the rest of the market, right? We're back below the ADM8 and below the 200 moving average, and let's now look at our futures and see how they are looking. So let's see where we're at this morning. Wow, so down 74 points. It seems like these huge swings are commonplace right here. Now, it is interesting what the S&P futures did here. They had a double inside day as of yesterday, right? And they took that down this morning. So again, that's a significant level right here. This 29.97 area right at this double inside day low is actually 29.9650, and then we broke down there this morning. So let's take a look here and see what they're looking like this morning. Okay, so we talked about a couple of these breakdowns right here. These tweezer tops right here were the test of the Fed rate cut high, and that was about as good as they could do. So the tweezer top back down, right? And then a few nice setups of here, definitely, flag type patterns, geometric patterns right here. They're working down rising wedges that work their way down. This prior all-time high right here is a significant one, right? Once we had a nasty candle below that this morning with increased volume, we continued to work our way down this morning. So the macro trend line at this point is like this, right? Intermediate trend line is like this, okay? And then the micro trend line is like this, right? So we're trying to work our way up here. This is probably the one to focus on today to see if we can get above it. If not, and we stay below it, bearish until proven otherwise at this point. So we'll see how we close on the week, which is going to be significant with that 30 weekly moving average. Okay, so good stuff. Let's take a look. What else do we have today? So we have Costco reported last night. It was a little bit flat when we looked at it yesterday. Yep, still flat here this morning. In fact, it's down a little bit here. So I believe they had good earnings and revenue too. So watch out for that one. It could be a good one to potentially rally because it's not really gapping into any real major lows. It's basically just gapping into the the buying pressure of 2 days ago. So look for Costco for a potential reversal today. Okta, let's take a look here. Okta was up last night, right, and it's basically gapping down to just up a little bit. So significant level right here. Let's see if we can get above a couple of these pivots, but it's got a lot of pre-market levels to deal with in the aftermarket levels too, or it's got a lot of aftermarket levels to deal with. So we'll be keeping an eye on that one. Chewy had some adjusted numbers yesterday. Let's see if this one gets any action today. It had some nice buying pressure yesterday. Let's see if that gets any follow through today. CMG got an upgrade this morning. That's one to keep an eye on. So it's actually down a little bit, but see if that gets any action today. Ulta, I believe, had an upgrade too. Not really seeing any pre-market action either. AMD had their analyst day yesterday, so let's see if that gets followed through. It had a beautiful move up after hours, getting everybody pumped in today, and then they brought it back down to reality. So let's see if that gets some follow through to the upside. Now they've got these levels to contend with this morning. NEM has been on the fire, so this one is consistently up, right, giving some nice setups intraday. Let's see if that gets followed through. I wish it had more volume yesterday, but it had a great candle over the recent highs. So that's something to keep on the radar today, especially if the market is weak. These gold miners and precious metals can be in play for sure. And then finally, Morgan Stanley. Morgan Stanley down this morning. This one's been getting beat up a lot here. Let's just take a look here, see if there's any New news, not really on this end, but there could be something. But this thing has just been a lot of relative weakness on the way down. It just seemed like most of the rips were shortable, so something to keep an eye on today too. So I hope everybody has a great trading day today, and we'll see you guys at the lunchtime market update. And remember your risk first and stay safe so you stay in the game. Talk to you soon.